video, but as you can see, the ship was destroyed, and we washed ashore. So we are going to continue where we left off. We actually leveled up thanks to all of that mess. So we are going to continue putting points into Constitution for Maple. Let's see, other than Geomancy and Warfare, I think those are all we're probably going to put them in for right now. It's just those two, so... Well, no, actually, I'm gonna put some into Hydrosophist. And then more into Lucky Charm. No new talent. Okay. Let's see. Got a Sally and level her up. Critical hit chance and initiative. I'll keep leveling those up. Let's see, Pyrokinesis, Scoundrel. Probably put point into Aerothergy. Yeah. Then this one go into Persuasion. She will be our one doing most of the talking, just in case it is needed. Okay. Gold.
Voidwoken! Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Now, you may notice that I have some different abilities than what I had prior. Well, that is simply because I came into realization that I was lacking on a skill, and I wasn't actually using it to the full potential. So I decided to kind of start over, but with the appropriate skill, and that is Lone Wolf. Now, what Lone Wolf does is essentially every point that you put in, whether it be to your abilities or your attributes, for every 1 point you put in, Lone Wolf puts in another point, so you're essentially getting 2 points each time. Each time you put something in. So I thought that was actually really useful for starting out, and since we were wanting to get the best bang for our buck, then I decided to go that route, and when we're able to get a new talent, get the abilities that they got prior.
Lizard, gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he? Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
You're glad, are you? How very curious. For word has reached me through a very sour grapevine indeed, that you turned your back on your fellow passengers, left us to fend for ourselves. So much easier, isn't it, to look out for oneself alone? Sorry is a word for the weak.
I don't know what you're
Stand
talking
by
about.
your actions. They were actually entirely justified as far as I'm concerned. Besides, I wasn't fishing for an apology. I was merely making a point. About oneself. Alone. So, if there's nothing further... Out of the mouths of babes. A couple of children survived the ordeal with their tattletale tongues in perfect working order. If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs, dramatic.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities of the grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Then by all means.
He watches you depart without another word.
Black cat. What's this? I found something.
You may be wondering,
I don't have the right tool for digging.
why do I not have a shovel? That's weird. Dig with your hands. Anyways, you may be wondering
The cat's
why
its eyes.
I decided,
I found something. I need a shovel.
obviously, why I decided to kill him. Well, it is quite simple. Because Sally, in the anime, absolutely loves
I
PvP.
wonder where this leads.
So I will probably kill a lot of people. Just saying. Why in the world? Dumb, dumb, dumb. I do that a lot. Pick up the barrels that I can't open, thinking that I can open them.
You walk up to a skeleton unlike any you have ever seen before. His skull seems to be carved into intricate patterns, with a gemstone sitting in the middle of his forehead. Approaching, you hear a profane rumble from the undead beast.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation! That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Actually, you don't seem half as threatening as those creatures in red. Run along, won't you? I have business to attend to. Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No, I may be an eternal, but my patience has its limits. Indeed, I may be the only eternal. My people seem rather absent. At least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again. Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate. Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner, and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm, or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory. Regardless, they are not here, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. Yes, yes, do feel free to call. By which I mean shout loudly. I do not want you sneaking up on me again.
hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. And I miss my ma and pa. Parents are the best. They take care of you and make sure nothing can hurt you. And when they leave, you're all alone.
Her eyes lock with yours for a moment. She places her head on her knees and sits quietly.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here. Go, she-pig! This is my mistake. You are no pig. I am no bull. Please, just You hear me, human. Leave.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey. Its eyes...
To these turtles. They're transforming.
That was a little close. Not gonna lie.
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
It's foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Okay. They took my fancy hat. Give the one with extra movement to her. Not really a big fan of the large sword. May just stick with the knife because it fits her her setup better for matching. That is. Oh, and just in case the whole, child thing on YouTube is not enough information for you, this is not for kids. My stream is not for kids. This particular stream. I do some streams, or well, more will be doing some streams for kids with other games, so you can keep a lookout for those. But as far as this stream goes,
Hey lady, it's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? Sure wish more of us could have been saved. Though, I did see one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago, so I guess... I never want to step foot on a stuffy old boat ever again.
I know nothing of any of this.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Yeah, I think I'll try to intervene.
Stay silent, you!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her
Ow.
eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Where is he?
Well.
Come on then, Lexi. Hurry up.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher
What?
talk to you like that.
In the world.
Especially a cheapskate like this one.
What is up with these elves calling humans pigs?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business here.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there. There is a safe place.
The man rolls his sleeves back.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Good to meet you, lady. Say, you don't look all that busy. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place? Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling. He stands still as a statue, flinty eyes glimmering with menace. A raw animal power exudes from him, triggering your own animal responses. As your muscles quiver, his stony face relaxes. A playful smile twitches his lips.
Let's not be hasty. You have no quarrel with the lone wolves, nor have I any with you. We can help each other. No harm having a friend in this place. One hand washes the other and all that. Trust me, there'll be plenty of filth to wash off around here. But suit yourself. Like I said, suit yourself. If you change your mind, you know where I am.
In a box? Meh. I'll keep him. He might be useful later.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? Get bent.
A grin cracks her.
Sure thing.
Summoning. I don't need any summoning stuffs, but since she has money, I can use to sell a few things. It's a one-handed mace. Man, I would... If I wasn't trying to replicate Maple's character, I probably would use that on her, but since I need to compare it to that to the one that I have currently equipped, but since you know I'm making a replica, then I'm trying to make it as close as possible. Ooh, almost ran out of gold there. Whatever. Equipment. 8, 6. Okay. They are the same. Let's see.
Leave me. Go. No.
Don't you dare. I want to be done. I won't let the Reds let them take me.
She doesn't have any money for me to sell stuff to anyways. Oh well, let's move along.
So this is Fort Joy.
I know that look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you enter a match and let some of that frustration out the right way? You'll find out. Down the hatch, then. Not scared, are ya? Go on, down the hatch.
She doesn't have any money either.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
He has money. Sell all this down. No soup.
I got that special shipment he was asking after.
Take your coin, then.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh? Take your coin then.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Oh, they'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache too. Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn potatoes.
He points the tip of his blade at the grisly sight of the elf hunched over, clutching his knees in the cage.
I solve my own problems. Thugs. Look at it this way. People get lawless here, and we all starve.
Psst. Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, girl? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means.
Scoundrel books.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources?
Throwing knives, chloroform, and yeah. Let's see. Eight physical armor, 3 magic, 2 magic. I don't have enough gold for that. That's fine though. So this little shield. Be done with that. Okay.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? I'm Butter. Nice to meet you. You mean it? Or is that another line of yours? I used to play the harp, you know. Mostly around Arcs, although sometimes we'd travel down to Driftwood. Might be you saw one of my performances. Long enough, I reckon. I'm surprised they haven't come for me yet. Most folks get taken away for the cure after just a week or two. By the divine, haven't I? Back home again? Or to somewhere totally new? Sun, wine, freedom. But those are just dreams. No one can escape from here.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arcs?
She leans forward and grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then.
Maple getting some action. Let's see.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. All the worse for old Dane. He crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I would have liked to ease his way out.
Polymorph. Okay. Leave.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
The creature gingerly takes the plant into his bloodied hands. He runs his fingertips over the white flowers. His panting breath slows.
Darling, dear darling child. Hello, yarrow girl. Can it really be you?
The creature clenches the plant tightly. His breath quickens. He seems liable to lunge at you at the drop of a pin.
You wouldn't understand. Father's pride.
The creature begins to weep. Fast, silent tears spill from his eyes as he clutches the little cluster of flowers to his heart.
For you, my ring. Heart of me. Name of Migo. Thank you.
This is part of a little quest that you can do. Like most of these little side quests are optional. You can do every little tedious thing and talk to everybody to see if anyone has anything special to do. Or you can, be a murder hobo and attack everybody.
Farah, she ain't coming back.
Don't think I ain't watching. There
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him? You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? And you're very sure it was him?
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself. This...
If I'm correct, I believe she is his daughter.
You there? You just arrived.
Yeah, I'm not looking to talk to you right now. I have other things to do.
Worse than war rations, these.
Is that really you?
Little Yarrow girl. Grown up, flower-headed girl.
What have they done?
She looks at you with hatred etched deeply in the lines of her face.
I didn't want any of this. Ha! I'd die 1,000 deaths before I'd see this go unpunished.
She looks at her father and manages a small smile.
As am I. It's strange. It almost reminds me of the creatures Dallas keeps at her side. Sometimes you hear a kind of muttering beneath their masks.
She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws it quickly before remembering himself and reaching out to Yarrow again.
I had no idea. What a fool I am. There were always rumors about the Hammer. Dallas, that is. What she was doing with the prisoners she hauled off to her fortress. Why they never joined the rank and file thereafter. I suppose now I know. Wait, before you go. You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. Take this key. I'll show you where you can use it. It opens a door leading into the fort that may help you get out of this wretched place. It isn't too late for you. Not yet. What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are.
Extra damage is nice.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Why so violent? No reason.
What's happened? What have they done to me?
Ow. What the crap? Oh god, it's gonna take forever. That's why it's best to use the tactical view, because sometimes, like, for whatever reason, it, even though it shows their name and like their health and armor and stuff, it doesn't actually lock onto them like it should. So okay. Equipped. I don't actually know if I can equip his armor. Nope, because it requires a certain level of strength. I can equip the ring though. Okay. Back to what I was doing.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time I'll let my needle do the licking. Not so very far from home, I'm sure. This is the turf of Magisters, and Magisters tend to be human, like you.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
No! She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? I will. Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. A silly thing to say, but then again, I did think catching me off guard was impossible. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours. Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side.
A moment's pause. I had thought us too wicked for rest.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
If we have different paths to take, you and...
Some fire skills. That's useful. Now where did she go? So I can break the news that after seeing her mark a target, I killed her mark. Not there. Is this her? Yes, it's just...
What took you so long? I'm ready to take up arms if you are.
Oh, okay. She is okay with that. Whatever. I'm sure she'll be mad later and I'll get to take her out then. What's over here?
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale.
Books. Geomancer. So we got poison darts, fossil strike. don't technically need to use the fossil strike, but I'll pick up the skill anyways. So that, so that, so that, that, and that.
Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Ah, you want reunion. Life is lonesome. Yes, life is lonesome. The thing you love is gone. I have something for you, my friend. We can see the things we lose, not with our eyes, but with our heart. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
Okay.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. It's nothing. If I haven't learnt that by now, I haven't learnt anything at all. Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet. Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. He'd be happy to know it went to such a warm soul. Take care of yourself. You hear?
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Ah. Got two of my own, haven't I?
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together, before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Yeah. Go on then. Why don't you give it a shot?
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
You get a good look at the hearty fellow, broad as a hull and sunburned from all sides. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. It were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap. But I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Hold on there, lass. You looking to spend the rest of your days on this island? Or do you want to get out? Well now, that makes two of us, doesn't it?
He crosses his great burly arms across his chest and scans you with his good eye.
I reckon... Yep, you'll do. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. Happy to trundle around with a group of amateurs at your heels, are you? Or not but your own skinny shadow? Your funeral, lass. I'll be here when you change your...
For anyone curious, curious to why I kind of keep it with just me and Sally, besides wanting to keep it kind of close to the anime, Lone Wolf only activates if you have 2 people. It's either 1 or 2 people in your group, so you can't have any more than 1 extra person. We got a new skill point, escapist. Okay, genius. I don't know if it's the one I picked. Let's see. That one actually might be good. I think though I'm gonna go with opportunist first. Yeah, at least for her, I'll go with opportunist.
All the blokes. You say he'll touch it all day long. Combs it out all dilly-eye day.
As far as this one goes,
You say he likes it big and strong.
gives extra vitality plus 3 for every point in warfare. So even more vitality. Oh yeah.
All day long. Combs it out all dilly-eye day.
check the barrel. Nope, nothing on there. Oh well. Can't do anything about that, so... Haste. A little too close. Almost. Still too far. Okay, so with Sally, I need the fire skills. Haste I already have. That's earth skill, that's an earth skill. Searing daggers I already have, okay. Okay. And then for her, need the 2 earth skills. Okay. Maybe put them on her so that I'm able to move Maple around a little bit easier. Okay.
Dust. Ho ho! Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after your buddies were through with me. That's so. Huh. You look just like 'em. But then again, I never was the best at telling your kind apart. No harm intended.
So Voidwoken are attracted to Source.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't...
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself at home.
Hydroponics. Restoration. It wouldn't be bad to have the skill. Aside from the ring, because once I, level up and get a different ring that's maybe better, that's gonna be gone, and I'm not gonna have the skill anymore. So having the restoration skill will be useful.
Advice? Hold on to yourself, my friend. The fort is full of decent folks turned savage by confinement. Do not let it happen to you. My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? Naturally. How could one not? We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this.
The missing supplies, you heard about it?
Don't pay much attention.
Freshie! What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now. Just like everyone else. But don't worry. Nothing happens in this camp that Griff don't find out about sooner or later.
You again? Tell me, are you alone?
Favorable wind. Of course he doesn't have. Oh, crud. Need to find someone who has the money to be able to buy this.
Fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. You hear that, Farah?
Irma, please. Please. You must help me.
Oh my god.
A child in danger. Irma.
Look, why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house.
Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up for...
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Lest the void overtake and devour us all.
Quite the hand, Freshie. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. Blaming a bloke you just met for your misfortune, are you? Ease off, or I'll go ahead and double what you owe. Don't think your connections will get here in time to save you if you don't pay up now. We'll see about that, Freshie.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me! You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. I can't. How is it possible? One minute you're in the garden in the sun, the next you're here, and they've put this thing around your neck.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
It's time to accept reality.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
What you after?
Okay. Let's see if I can find this guy that had the book. Okay, favorable wind. Yeah, I'll just get favorable wind. Shovel. Cause, yeah.
In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Are you interested? And a gal, who wouldn't? Finally, someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of here. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location. Well, I certainly got lucky with you, didn't I? The way out's nice and secluded. It starts in a little hidden alcove on the beach. Give me your map. I'll show you where to go. And hurry, not...
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. You hear a strange sound, like rusted hinges creaking and air rushing through a tunnel. A hatch appears behind the shrine.
Shrine, by the looks of it.
He has spoken! Lucian has spoken! The eternal prayer! It worked!
answered.
Come. This way, in the back. Follow me.
She's the one with the skill anyways. Okay.
Quickly now. Come on.
Yeah. He betrays us. Don't actually recall if we run into him again later on, but I'm sure some of you may be thinking, can't you teleport my other character down there? And the answer is yes, I could. I can also then take the gloves off this character, put it on the other one, and then grab this character with a teleport. But we're not doing that just yet. There's another way to get down there, so I'm not too concerned.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't need so much.
Don't tell anyone you've got us.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't need so much.
How many points is this? 2 points. So I'm gonna take this gentleman right here. I'm gonna slap him right there. Favorable wind. And follow up with haste. Now, for those of you wondering, why did we grab the rain ability? Well, you see. Oh, that's way too close. That's still way too close. Whatever. Rain puts water on the ground, a big puddle, and then, just like on the show, you have Maple's acid rain. Explosions everywhere. They're going to not do that. We're going to fortify fortify myself. Encourage. There they are. Boom.
No, not like this. I won't let them.
And since I flirted with her earlier, she's on our side. Oh wow, you're a pain one. Oh, Griff. Okay. Now he's dead. And then I can chase after this person. Taking fire damage along the way. Okay. Let's see what we got. Quite a few items. What's that? Hearing. Oh. Herring. Oh, hey, this is the one that had that armor. That's cool. Okay, first things first, weapon. Picked up this. This is an actual dagger. Or, well, it is a dagger, I should say. Let's see. Maybe? Yeah, I'll use that instead. This is the armor that I wanted from her. Yeah, my thing only has one, so I'll use those. No extra. Okay. Shield. Okay, I didn't pick up an extra shield, so go here. Head pieces, nope. Chest pieces. This is actually a bit useful. Alright, we didn't have any. Okay. That is the extent of it. From the looks. Open.
Well done. Sometimes the best way from a situation is the simplest. I hope Griff rests in peace, even if he lives in anger. You helped me. You saved me from a terrible man. But still there is more I ask of you. I know a way out of here, and this I tell you. But there is something else. Sahela, a young girl here. I am her protector, and she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, A child. She cannot... cannot be lost here. It is for all our people. For the world. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret. Dangerous. But it leads to freedom.
I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important.
I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
Elves. Was she an elf?
Leave me. Go.
Okay. Oh, also for anyone playing, if you get the cat, don't walk too close to the magisters up there. They'll kill the cat on sight. Don't know why. They just do. It's pretty messed up.
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself. They were so close, almost within arm's reach. They were just there, but a moment.
Okay. I don't...
What if there are no sorcerers?
No.
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Yeah. Don't know where any other elves are that I haven't killed.
Come on, chap. Don't be unreasonable. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not her, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you. Wouldn't know a thing about you and I.
Ooh. I'm still in combat. Didn't realize I was still in combat. was not trying to sit here and kill all of you. Just saying. It's not the intent. I just wanted to kill this one guy. Maple. Water. Right, I can sell. Pretty much sell everything else. Right. We are almost there as far as escaping Fort Joy goes.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
So we are going to end it here. Go ahead and save. But thanks everyone for joining again, watching these playthroughs. I enjoy making them. Kind of fun to share my experiences, despite how twisted they may be. But hope everyone has a good day, and remember to live and have a happy life.